All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's my quick screencast on entering the stat plots into the graphing calculator, as well as creating the line of best fit, otherwise known as the linear regression line, and graphing both on the calculator. So follow these directions, you should be good to go. I'm taking my my data set here, which are underneath the words my screencast. You are going to be working on your exploration. Okay, so this is your data set. This is mine over here. So I'm going to be going into the grapher, turning it on, and I'm going into stat. This is where I'm able to add the X and Y values. I'm going to click on edit. That's option 1. So I hit enter. Now you can see, and this might be the case on yours too, but in my L1, I already have values there that I don't want. And I don't want to have to delete them one at a time. So I'm going to hit my up arrow, and then I'm going to hit clear, and then I'm going to hit down. And then you can see now that everything is gone. So if you have something there, get rid of it first. I'm now going to go through and enter my values. -5, I type in -5, enter. Just going down the line, -5, -3, -1, and then 1, and 3, and 5, 10, 9, 11. And if you make a mistake right there, I typed in 1, hit enter too fast. You can just use your arrows to remedy the situation. I hit the right arrow, I'll go to my L2 now, and I will type in my values in my L2. 20, 18, 15, 14, 12, 9, 7, 4, 2. Okay. So my stats are ready. I'm going to go hit second in mode. It's going to go back to my home screen. I also need to make sure my diagnostics are on. This is that thing we did in the catalog at the beginning of last class. It doesn't matter when you do it. You just need to make sure you do it. So I hit second in 0. That brings up the catalog. And I'm going to scroll all the way to the D's and go to diagnostics. I need to turn them on. So cursor at diagnostics on. I hit enter, and enter again, and then it says they're done. So that's ready for me. I need to verify that my stat plots are on, so it's ready to plot my dots. So that is right here behind the y equals. I'm going to hit second stat plot. You can see in number 1, my stat plots are off, so we need to turn them on. Hit enter. You can see right now the black cursor is behind the word off. I want it behind the word on so that they're on. So I'm going to hit my left arrow. It puts the cursor on the word on, and then I hit enter. Now you can see that the black cursor is behind the word on. Nothing is behind the word off. That tells me that my stat plots are ready for me. I'm going to click on graph. So now my stat plots are on. You can kind of see, though, they're over here to the right hand side. Yours should fall in your normal grid there, but mine are slightly to the right. We can adjust that by zooming differently, changing the windows. You don't need to worry about that. Yours will be fine. Right now, I want to have the calculator calculate the line of best fit. That's the linear regression line. So I click on stat. I want it to calculate, so I'm going to move my cursor to calculate. And linear regression, that's number 4. So I'll scroll to number 4, hit enter, and then it will calculate my linear regression. You can see here, my linear regression, my correlation coefficient, remember that's R, it's -0.997. That means it's really, really, really strong. So my line should be going through a lot of my data points. Again, the closer your R value is, your correlation coefficient is to -1 or 1, the stronger the correlation, meaning the better probability that your line goes through your data set. So I want to put this line in y equals now, so that it will graph for me. So I go to y equals. My cursor is blinking in y1. If you happen to have other things here, you just delete them by clicking clear. You click on vars. That's VARS where my cursor is. Vars. And then number 5 is statistics. I'm going to 5. And then I'm going to arrow over to EQ. That stands for equations. And number one option is the regression equation. That's the line. It's a linear regression. Hitting enter. It puts the equation into the y equals, then I hit graph. You can see that my line is slicing through that data set. So if you want to see it a little better, I'll adjust my window real quick. My X max, I can make be like 20. And my Y max, you don't need to worry about this. I'm just showing you that this works out nicely here. I'll also make 20 in the graph. That didn't help. Let me just try to go and adjust the window vertically a little bit more. Oh, I see why, because I wrote 2, not 20. There you go. Okay. Awesome. So you can see how strong the correlation is right there. Again, don't need to worry about your windows. Your standard window would be fine. This is plotting stat plots on the TI-84 Plus, as well as generating the line of best fit in talking about the correlation coefficient. I'd like you to try your data set under your expiration right now. Come and see me when you're done. Let me see your calculators. All right, good luck.